Hi, my little crumb dumpsters. It's me, Phoebe Cakes. Thank you so much. I just really want to say again, thank you so much for tuning in. It was really nice to hear all of the positive responses and negative responses. You know, all good press. All press is good press, right? I don't know where that voice came from. I'm laganjaing, apparently, because of the adrenaline of starting a whole new fourth episode with my guest, Jackie Layshun.
Oh my gosh, hello. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm really excited for this.
Thank you. I love this horny moment that you have.
Thank you.
Who are you wearing? What is this?
Honestly, I don't even remember. I got it from DragCon last year. And then same with the wig. Oh, the wig is from Greñas. Greñas wigs?
Greñas?
Greñas.
Greñas.
Sí.
What language is that?
That is Espanol.
Espanol. Greñas. Does it mean something?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm half Mexican and I don't know any Spanish.
Okay,
so.
that's fine. I'm all Filipino and I know shit all of Tagalog. So, yeah, there you go.
There you go. Aren't you part of like a Filipino drag group?
Yeah, and then when they talk Tagalog, I just nod and say yes. I have no idea what we're talking about.
And somehow you fit in.
Yeah, and somehow I fit in. They let me stay despite not knowing anything. But yeah, thank you again for doing this. What's been going on with you? How's being an orphan? Okay, actually, let's table that. We'll talk about orphanage later. We'll talk about little orphan Jackie later. For the viewers at home that don't know, I'm Phoebe Cakes, and I'm an Oakland queen. Where do you hail?
So I'm Jackie Layshun, and I am born and raised in San Jose.
San Jose,
South Bay.
So do you call yourself a San Jose queen or a South Bay queen?
I say San Jose queen, but I mean, there's not really anywhere else in the South Bay that there is drag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I just say San Jose. But then again, I tell people, don't sleep on the South Bay. Because the South Bay drag is just
tea.
Exactly.
So, I mean, when I started drag, I was thinking okay, Oakland, SF drag, and then surely enough, those two scenes for me got kind of mixed together. So I think of Greater Bay Area drag, and then sometime during the quarantine, or maybe a little bit before that, I'm just oh wait, San Jose has their own drag scene. There's San Jose drag, and then now, kind of in the midst of pandemic part 3, where I was oh wait, Sacramento has their own drag scene. So Sacramento drag. Do you feel like each of our little Bay Area, Greater Bay Area, Northern California drag scenes have their own personality?
I think that there's definitely their own style that's kind of in each drag scene. And I guess part of it too, though, is it depends on the venues that we have. So San Francisco has all these venues where you can do all these different avenues of drag, and different venues cater to different styles of drag and performance types.
In San Jose,
we have
strip malls.
Strip malls.
Strip malls and Splat. No.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah,
is strip malls and Splash. No, we have Renegades, which I'm no longer allowed to perform at. We'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Splash, and then we have a bunch of straight venues. So we do drag brunches, and a couple bingos, and that's kind of it. We don't really have a lot of queer space to do performances in.
And you queer the space, and I think
we do
cool.
queer the space, and we do have a pretty big audience out there that appreciates drag and appreciates queer culture. It's just not the same as having a community like San Francisco or here in Oakland,
performing for your tribe or your community.
Exactly.
So you feel like that's missing in San Jose?
A little bit. I would love to have more queer spaces. We used to have a few more spaces in the South Bay. Bricks, Tinker's Dam. What was the name of that place in Mountain View? There's another place, King of Clubs. Kai used to host there with Rockham way back in the day. Yeah. But none of those places all closed down in the last 5 years. Before the pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah, so places changed ownership. One of them got demolished and became apartments.
Do you blame Trump?
I blame Trump for everything.
Okay, good. That's fine.
I also blame Sally Lamone for everything too.
Okay, yeah, she's the Trump of the Bay Area for sure. The Trump of drag. Okay, so if you could, I mean, I hate to be reductionist, but it's good for YouTube. If you could name a queen or a king that exemplifies San Jose drag, who would it be?
Alpha Andromeda.
Really?
Hands down. I think that she's kind of a step above everybody. I don't think San Jose has its a set foundation of this is San Jose drag. We have dancing queens, we have bucking queens, we have campy clowns, all that stuff. I feel like Alpha kind of encompasses a little bit of all of that and is a really great representative of the Bay Area, or the South Bay. She just competed in the Prince X pageant, and I thought she did really well.
Me too.
I was rooting for her. I think if she had foreskin, she would have won.
Yeah. Definitely a detriment if you're not smegma. You need charisma, uniqueness, nervous smegma to win Prince X pageant.
Exactly that. Which is why Kai Kai won. No, but I feel like she excels in her drag and her art, and I think she gives San Jose drag a good name.
Ah, that's really sweet. Who exemplifies San Francisco drag to you?
Oh, that's too hard to answer. I feel like
it's Nikki Jizz. Okay.
Moving. cut out that pause. It's Nikki Jizz.
Okay, there you go.
It was Nikki Jizz the whole time.
Sacramento drag.
Nikki Jizz.
Nikki Jizz also.
No, I don't really know many of the Sacramento queens. I don't know if you count Stockton as part of that group.
Okay, so I kind of do because I'm from the Bay Area and everything outside is like, yeah, Sacramento. Yeah, let's call.
Okay.
Up here, the North. What is it in Game of Thrones? NorCal. Okay.
I didn't watch it.
North of the wall. Yeah. Drag north of the wall.
Not the wall. I'd say Bijou Bentley.
Bijou Bentley? Oh,
Bijou
okay.
Bentley.
Bijou Bentley. Yeah, I see that.
I love that bitch so much.
And Oakland.
You.
Oh, my God. I was like, bitch, better say me. Okay, cool. Great. All right, we're on the right track. I feel like we're nice and loose. Okay, so I kind of have this question out of left field, but how do you feel about Lola Ran taking your gig?
Wait, Lola Ran?
She fell off the stage recently at Oasis. Doing
I saw that. Not my straw.
We're gonna roll the tape, and we're gonna compare it to yours because that was like an iconic moment.
Yes, Lola.
She didn't steal anything from me. Honestly, that was a whole lot better, I think. Like, that was more of a dramatic fall, and then she got right back up and kept doing her little duck walk and everything.
Yeah. With
one fucking strap, like, one heel completely off of her foot.
I immediately followed her after, like, that clip went viral, and I was, like, watching her stories, and she was all like, my cuts are healing. And I'm like, oh, girl, thank God.
So, I mean, for me, like, I high kicked, fell off the stage, and my ball popped out.
Okay, so here's the tea, actually, because we were watching it the whole time. So Jackie did a show at the Port Bar with me, and your ball was actually out for like a good minute or two before you even fell off.
I was doing it was a zombie themed show.
Yeah.
And I had like body painted myself all bloody and stuff, and I was just wearing like underwear. No tights. I was like kind of tucked, like pseudo. I don't really tuck. I don't do like tape and all that shit.
No.
But I didn't realize on one of my kicks, a nut had popped out the side. Not the good kind of nut either.
Was it Bodies Hit the Floor? Like, what is the song?
It was Down with the Sickness.
Down with the Sickness.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the perfect song for bubblegum. You know, I just think like the zombie of it all, the just body parts. It was literally like, I can't think of like a better drag performance, honestly, aside from Kai Kai's winning number, the Prince X Pageant.
You know, and the greatest thing was it was unintentional. I was not trying to show a ball, but I'm really glad that I did.
Yeah.
And what I regret is not making merch based off of that. Like,
it's
ball.
not too late. Oaklash is coming up soon. Get your stickers. It's just like one ovicular sticker.
You know, maybe I will do that. I just need to get an artist to actually like draw me ball hanging out the side.
You just hand out like hard-boiled eggs with your name on them.
With some hairs glued to the outside of them.
Yeah. Okay, well, Lola Ran's not coming for your gig. You're your very own drag persona. Tell us about your drag persona.
You know, Jackie, I feel like is kind of constantly evolving. I feel like I like the alternative route. I kind of like the clownish route. I'm definitely not a fucking dancing queen at all.
Obviously.
Obviously. I mean, are you a dancing queen, though?
I am the dancing queen. I'm the dancing doll of Oakland, okay? People book me to dance. Okay, we gotta cut that out. There's too much laughing going on in this room. Private dancer. So I don't package myself as a dancing queen because I feel like if you call yourself a dancing queen, they're gonna expect something of you. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, I perform.
That you under-promise and over-deliver.
I under-promise and over-deliver. Exactly.
But otherwise, like, I feel like I try and be funny. I like to say that I'm versatile.
Yeah.
Both in drag and in the bedroom.
If you were at a lip sync for your life on RuPaul's Drag Race, and
going home.
You knew you were gonna win, what song would it be?
Oh shit. Some kind of ballad.
Green Light by Lord. No.
I actually I lip sync that all the time in the car.
Do you really?
I really do. I could probably win that.
Okay.
I could probably do that. Should we do it right now?
No, we don't have the rights for that.
Oh shit, that's right. We gotta stick to YouTube rules.
Yeah. YouTube rules. I honestly, no, we don't have sponsors. We don't have laws. I don't know.
Not yet.
Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for my future sponsors for sponsoring, underwriting the show.
And okay. I want to be invited back when you have sponsors so I can get something.
Definitely will not happen. Okay. So, we talked about it. We alluded to it. Mm-hmm. Are you in a drag family? Were you in a drag family? Are you now not in a drag family? What's going on with your familial relations?
God, I feel like I'm on Jerry Springer right now. So I was formerly in the House of Woo, which is Woo Woo Monroe's drag family.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
Cut me off, honey.
I want to learn more about Woo Woo Monroe's drag family because I don't know the scene too well, but I also hear like Kai was kind of in that, or Alpha's in it, or like maybe Rockham was in it. Like who is in the House of Woo? Who was in the House of Woo?
Who's not in the House of Woo?
Who's not in the House of Woo?
She has like 13, 14 drag daughters.
Okay, that's a lot.
And like several drag granddaughters and a couple great grand drag daughters. Okay. Drag granddaughters. You know what I fucking mean.
Yeah.
So there are so many of us, but it never really felt like a house. It was kind of just a collective of drag artists from the South Bay.
Yeah. What are the house kind of matriculation practices? Like, how does one become a daughter? Like,
you approach Woo Woo while she's drunk at the bar, and you ask her straight up, and she usually says yes.
Okay.
And then you become a part of the House of Woo.
Wow.
There have been some that, she's hung out with and kind of like, invited to be in her show, and then they'll like chat after the bar, and like they'll hang out a couple times, and then she'll invite them to be in the House of Woo. But it kind of felt for a while that it was like, if you had some kind of talent, then she was like, okay, yeah, come on in. And it was never any like queens that really needed a whole lot of guidance on like how to become better.
If you have something to bring to the table, then you're in the house.
Exactly.
I'm not here to like nurture you.
I mean,
very much like me. Honestly, that's how I want to roll. Mm-hmm. That's not how it's panned out. I do a lot of nurturing, but ideally, I'd be like, okay, you're in because of the talent. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
you don't want a bunch of babies in your family. I get it. Single mother.
I'm a single drag mother. But I mean, like, I feel like all of the senior Cakes members are like definitely a part of like the mothering of it all. We definitely maternitize together.
Got it. I mean, they can all hold their own, and I think that they borrow some elements from you, and they learn a little bit from you. Yeah. So I mean, that didn't really feel like how that house was. My house was. You had like, I guess, some priority with like gigs at Renegade's Bar, and like if Woo was trying to get rid of some stuff, then there was some priority for those people that were in the house to like have first dibs. But Otherwise, there wasn't really any kind of like benefit or like it didn't feel like we didn't have meals together. We didn't like do drag performances together. So it didn't feel like a whole lot that I lost when I was unadopted.
I'm sorry that happened. Have you been in contact since the unadopting?
No, it was literally the last message that she sent me, which I posted on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, you can see the entire paragraph that was sent to me. And that was like the last message. And then she removed me from the house group chat. And I saw her a couple days later at like this like drag flea market thing in San Jose. And literally I walked in, I felt the energy in the room shift.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, I feel kind of powerful.
Oh, I was like, oh, it shifted, and I was like, but no, it was a good shift.
It was a fine shift. Yeah, I think,
good.
If anything, the only thing I really am like disappointed about with this is not being able to perform at Renegades anymore, because that was kind of my home bar.
Yeah.
That's the second place I ever performed. First was Splash. So that's kind of the biggest thing. Yeah.
Well, I'm really sorry that happened. I do not host the show for the controversy. Just having someone like Sally Limon come on, like families are going to end up breaking up. I don't control
the
her.
Uncut homewrecker of the Bay Area, as Nikki just called her now.
Oh my God, that's actually a really good title for Sally Limon. Uncut homewrecker. Okay, are you watching The Last of Us? Speaking of zombies.
Oh, yeah. I literally just watched all 3 episodes last night.
Okay, great, because I told you to. No, you're doing it anyway?
I was already doing it, and then you messaged me, and you were like, be sure to watch The Last of Us. And I was like, I just finished the first episode, so you got me right at the right time. I guess I'll stay up till 2 in the morning now.
Great. Did you cry in episode 3?
Surprisingly, no.
Oh, wow.
Like, I was touched. I'm usually a crier. But I also had, like, drank an entire, like, can of Red Bull prior to starting the episode because I was trying to stay up. And so I was kind of, like, jittery.
So, Red Bull just sucks all of the moisture out of your face.
The emotion.
The
moisture.
The moisture.
Moisture. Yeah. I didn't cry, but I was sad. And it was very touching, and I was really glad that a queer couple was kind of portrayed in that way. Like, they weren't, like, stereotypes. They weren't... like flaming homosexuals. Yeah. They were like regular people.
They should be. They should have been.
Actually,
they were.
They could be.
I'm gonna disagree with you.
They weren't.
All that cooking and Linda Ronstadt, that's flamey, baby.
True. You're right. They're flaming in their own unique way.
Yeah.
But no, I excuse me. I loved it. And I'm really excited for next week's episode. Though they're not going to be in it anymore. It was like the one episode and they're...
I don't know. Flashback zombies? Maybe the fungus will resurrect them? They're probably gone.
Did you play the game?
I didn't. I don't play video games. I know. I'm really bad at like sitting still and doing things for a very long time.
Which is why you're so fidgety right now.
I am so fidgety. Actually, well, I came from a gig. And it was like a pretty intense one. It was at the Port Bar, but there's like 300 people easily. Maybe,
in that tiny space?
Is that hyperbole? It's like more than that.
In that tiny space in the back?
It was like the whole back was full, the middle of the bar, the front of the bar. So like the parklet.
Was trivia going on in the back and outside in the front?
Trivia happens anywhere you want to be, as long as you could like hear the questions.
Okay.
So it was happening all over. We had Amy Schneider, who is like the winningest contestant on Jeopardy ever. It was a really big deal, and it was really cool to like co-host with her. Trans icon. Oh my god, really funny. All I did was sit there and look pretty, but also like need to pee the entire time. So like I guess I'm still carrying that energy with me.
Have you not peed?
I did actually.
Okay.
I peed as soon as I got here, which was also its own kind of like fiasco. Okay, Last of Us. So you did like it. I liked it. I thought it kind of like relied on a few tried and true queer narratives. Like I think the Frank dying was like very much like a AIDS narrative we'd seen before. And then like Bill coming out of the closet was like kind of like the, Brokeback Mountain type, God's country narrative that we've seen before.
True.
But it was all kind of like truncated in this Pixar kind of structured, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's so much to like kind of criticize
Mhm.
about like how trite and predictable it was, but at the same time, like I cried my eyes out. Well, you didn't cry, but I thought it was like very like elegantly or like effectively done.
I agree with you. I think that there was some very obvious things happening in that episode. I think the moment that, you know, he showed up, you kind of knew shit was going to happen. But I also didn't watch it on the night that it came out. I watched it like 2 nights later.
Yeah.
So I kind of already had a little spoilers that it was going to be like a queer couple, you know. But you can kind of see it coming from a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't mad at it.
No, I wasn't mad at the predictability.
And I think it's just important representation that we needed. What I do love is all the homophobes who are like, why do they have to put this into this game or this show or blah 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 blah.
Are people mad? Like, weren't they gay in the game as well?
It wasn't as openly talked about in the game.
Okay.
There was I saw like a TikTok about it earlier, but they essentially were like addressing it, and they were like, oh, here's like a scene where he admits that he was his partner, and it's like it's very short.
Yeah. And if you're like aggressively heterosexual, you're willfully ignorant of like the game.
You don't even get that. You're like, oh, that must have been his like police partner.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
or like farming partner. I don't how do people farm in couples? I don't know.
Who knows? I've never been on a farm.
Are you sure? Okay. All right. Well, thanks for warming up with me. This is a little warm up segment. We're going to take a short break, and when we reconvene, we're going to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, girl.
Oh, girl. Did you watch the episode?
Yes, of course I did.
Good. Okay, good. Well, we'll be back, and we're going to talk about it. All right, welcome back from that word from our sponsor. Whoever you are, please DM me. Actually, I have gotten like a message of like there's a coffee shop that might want to.
A coffee shop?
I don't know. I don't really read closely the messages I get on Instagram, but I should pursue this because I do like coffee.
I feel like you should do like a bakery that does like crumble cakes or something like that.
Oh, a bakery. Yes, absolutely. I should do that. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. We'll talk business plan later. But now, on to why strangers are watching this video. Not for Bay Area drag information, but to hear what local queens think of national queens. The queens of RuPaul's Drag Race. Mm-hmm. Last episode was a fashion challenge.
And many of them were fashion challenged.
And many of them were fashion challenged. They had to make their own looks based on upholstery and other home furnishings, based on these fictional living rooms of Michelle Visage, Carson Kressley, and the hilarious Ross Matthews. Who was their favorite house?
Honestly, I don't remember. I didn't catch who was which house.
Oh, okay. Just based on the aesthetic, what was their favorite kind of grouping?
Whichever one Sasha Colby was in.
Sasha Colby was in No, it was in Michelle Visage's. No, Ross Matthews. I was right the first time.
I think that
Palm Springs.
Yes, and I feel like their team had the most cohesive of the looks, like together, because it was like a kind of a team challenge, but also individual.
Okay.
But yeah, I like that one the best. I feel like that one was the.
You're definitely wrong, but I want to hear who your favorite looks were from that team.
Ooh, favorite looks. Oh, Sasha Colby, obviously.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm having a hard time remembering most of the looks.
Okay, that's okay. Sasha Colby. No, that's fine.
Just Sasha Colby. Sasha Colby has won the season already.
Well, they must be the best team if you can only remember one person from it. Okay, I thought.
Oh, that was also Isabella, or Mistress was on that team, right?
No, Mistress wasn't the Michelle Visage
Sorry. It was the other big girl.
Oh my god! Did you just mix them up?
Malaysia Baby Doll Fox. She had the pink, like,
the
fuchsia,
fuchsia
like,
cape moment.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so that was the team I'm thinking of.
Okay, yeah, which was also one of the top looks. So they're both on top together. I can see how the producers made you feel like they did the best. You were manipulated by the way the show was structured.
Okay, so which did the best for you?
I thought that Carson Kressley's group was the best. The House of Kressley. They had like a very muted color pattern. Mm-hmm. So it was probably the most challenging in terms of like drag forward looks. Uh-huh. But I actually thought they were really smart with it because of all the plaid and all of the equestrian motifs. They went like a whole kind of like, preppy, but also very like horsey. I'm a horse girl, so aesthetic. I really liked everything everyone did, and I was gagged to see Selena Says Titties and Jax on the bottom because I thought both of their looks were so good.
Jax was so well made. I didn't see any issues with it. I mean, I feel like they were fine picking things, but then you look at Spice, and I'm like, girl, really? Like,
okay, so I thought Spice and Aura, I'm gonna put this out there, looked great. They looked great, but they did not make shit. They tied things around their body like bandos and like bras and like strappies and like called it an outfit, and you could rely on that body when you look that good, but like, girl, we see right through you. Anyways,
right. Well, my whole thing was I tell people I feel like they didn't put Spice in the bottom because we knew that Amethyst was going to be in the bottom this week. Like, we knew it. But if they had put Spice in the bottom with Amethyst,
it would have been
Amethyst would have stayed another week. You can't do 3 lip syncs and stay.
Yeah.
So they couldn't put Spice in the bottom. Also, I think they needed her to stay on there for more storyline. So I think they knew Selena was gonna beat Amethyst. Really we all knew.
Yeah, it was great.
It was amazing, and nothing against Amethyst. Nothing against her. Just she wasn't ready.
Yeah, not ready. Maybe All Stars. Probably.
Maybe McLovin, bring him back.
McLovin, yes, that is it.
That's what he looks like out of drag.
Do you think Robin B. Fierce could do better? I'm just kidding. We don't need to talk about their love life. I don't.
Wait.
They used to date the Kai.
Who? Robin
and Amethyst.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Oh.
Shows how much I pay attention.
Oh my gosh.
To be honest,
if you're not watching Untucked, you're only getting half the story, baby.
To be honest, I forget about Robin because I haven't heard anything about her. Like,
she was on top in this last episode.
She was. But someone was telling me, like, oh yeah, Robin Fierce. I was like, who the fuck is Robin Fierce? And they're like, she's on this season. And I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, she's been slept on the past couple episodes. I'm happy she was on top. But out of that team, I also would have put Anitra on top because Anitra's outfit was also really good. I'm going to stop creaming about this team. I thought it was, like, really good.
True. What do you think that you would make? Like, do you think that you would be able to do well in this challenge?
I think I could because I have a very good sense of, like, what's good and what's not. I don't know how, like, well-made it would be, but, like, I could do things with glue guns, and I could do things with, like, you know, pinning shit to, like, undergarments. I feel like I could figure something out. I just know myself. I could do it.
Okay. So
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be great. Bitch, tell me, do you make your own outfits?
No, I do not. So I'm not going to read you for it.
Okay, don't read me for that.
I was like, do you sew?
I will learn how to sew. I do sew.
Okay.
We have a game plan.
Yeah, we have a game plan.
Okay.
Okay, have you ever auditioned for Drag Race?
I have. I auditioned for season 15, which is the first time I ever auditioned.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking work.
It's a lot of work. It's a full-time job.
It literally is. It's
that you need to start like months earlier.
My issue was that I did most of it the last week of December, and I think like I finished editing it the day that it was due.
Yeah.
Which I think is like the end of the first week of January or something. And it was so much.
It's so
all
much.
The different looks you have to show, all the video editing you have to do.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
I didn't even try for season 16 because I was just like, fuck this.
Yeah, it's a lot. I tried season 14, and when I got to the editing phase, like my editing software just couldn't keep up with all of the mixing and matching and cuts and like everything I had to like Frankenstein together, that it just like kept crashing, and there's like, I was just like, I don't even know why they even looked at this video. And then I didn't do it the following year because I focused on the Princess pageant. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah.
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say like your video editing software couldn't keep up with the talent that you were putting out.
Yeah, I was just like, ooh, too talented. Anyways, that audition, wow. Kudos to all the queens that made it and got noticed, and kudos to everyone that's like turned in a video. Wow, you really did that.
You really put in the effort.
You really put in the effort. It's a lot of work. Too much for Jackie. Jackie said, not anymore.
Hey, there's always Dragula.
Yeah.
Now that the cash prize is $100,000, I'm like, ooh, Dragula's looking real nice.
So you just have to win Dragula twice to win the same amount that you would win from RuPaul's Drag Race. But then you're like in like quadruple the debt.
Wait, if you're on
No,
Drag Race.
I feel like on Dragula, you spend a lot of money too.
True, but I don't think as much. I don't think
Really?
there's not as many episodes, I feel like, and it's...
Well, I guess you don't go through, like, these, like, really expensive designers either.
I mean,
You're
you
like,
could. You could. There's no stopping you, but,
Yeah.
like, that's... I also feel like you don't come out with as strong a career from Dragula as you do on Drag Race.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of these Dragula girls, they're touring, but you don't, like, hear about them coming to most of your cities and stuff like that as often as Drag Race girls. They're not as celebrated.
True. Yeah.
Splash has never booked a Dragula girl. I think they've had...
Splash!
I've had Even Destruction once, but that's it.
Wait, yeah, exactly. Wasn't she there? Okay.
Yeah, I think she was there, but that's it. And I'm like, girl,
well,
the
why?
talent.
Well, they have you, so you know, that's a compliment.
True. They don't need any Dragula girls. They have
Spooky.
Jackie Layshun.
Jackie Layshun. Oh,
The wasted cum shot of the Bay Area.
is that your tagline?
No, that's
Was
just...
that how you opened your Drag Race audition video? Jackie Layshun.
The wasted cum shot. No, that's actually an insult dubbed on me by Ida No from San Francisco.
Oh.
Which we won't get into that drama. I've
We
been
will
involved
get
in
into
a lot.
it. Actually, what is this tea about you and Ida No? Because all I know about you, between you and Ida No, was that I was gonna be booked. Well, I was booked for, like, the sofa race.
Okay.
And then I got COVID, so I couldn't do it. And this is, like, where drag queens and kings are, like, pushed on a sofa down First Street in San Jose.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really excited, but I got COVID. I couldn't make it. But I do know the year prior, I didn't know had won.
Right.
But then wasn't invited to come back. And then she was pretty salty about it. But for some reason, she blamed you. So,
Okay.
I mean, like, whenever something doesn't go my way, I do blame you.
Blame me for everything, to be honest. And I don't really care. No, so I'm pretty heavily involved with Silicon Valley Pride.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I host their Pride brunches every month for the last 3.5 years now. Sorry, let me put this chip down because I'm holding a chip. I was trying to eat it, but I was like, I can't do it.
Oh my god, I've been trying to eat a chip, but these nails that I was red.
You know what?
Yeah, I was red last.
There we go.
Not episode for not wearing nails. Sorry.
I mean, my nails are painted though. They're not bare.
No, that's beautiful.
There we go.
Oh, iridescent. Okay,
Yes.
sorry.
Okay, so anyways, I'm pretty heavily involved with Silicon Valley Pride, and so I help with booking a lot of the events. You know, Ida and I are former roommates.
Oh.
Same with Katini and I.
Yeah,
so it was
Katini
me,
also hates
Katini.
you.
No, we're good now. We're
Okay,
good. We've made up. We're fine.
Okay, good.
But no, we all ended on bad terms, and at the time, like, we were looking for one more person to fill a spot on the sofa race because we had some last minute cancellations, and someone said, "How about Ida?" in a group chat, and it was me and Alpha and the brunch organizers.
Yeah.
And I said, "Absolutely not." And part of it was she wanted to come back and defend her title, and I was like, "We don't need someone to defend their title. There's no title."
Yeah.
Secondly, I want to give this opportunity to someone who's not a white queen.
Yeah.
And so we ended up booking a drag king from Livermore.
Great.
But that got back to Ida that I blocked her from like competing again. And so she got really upset and tweeted all about it and called me a wasted cum shot and this and that, whatever.
But like she gave you a gift. That's a great.
It could be. I mean, just imagine walking to the workroom. Yeah. It's me, the wasted cum shot. But
with silly string.
Oh my god. I never thought about that.
I am a winning pageant.
But you didn't win Prince X.
No, shut up. winning talent pageant kind of genius. Okay, if you want any consultation, hit me up in the DMs. Okay.
Or if you want nudes, hit her up in the DMs too.
Yeah. Please someone talk to me. Okay. All right. This ends our segment talking about Drag Race, and I don't know. I have no problem with you. I don't know. You look perfectly fine, and I would like to get to know you. Actually, you're invited to do my trivia show on the 21st because that's open slots, and you come on and let me know what you think about Jackie.
And I have no comment.
And no comment. There you go. See, I won't block you from any opportunities that you deserve. All right, that's...
And cut.
Uncut.
Uncut. We didn't even talk about Foreskin Gate today.
Oh no. Oh well. Okay.
Let's see.
Well, let's take a break.
But let's do like an ASMR shit.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Cool.
Do you think your name would have to be Jackie? Like, would they allow Jackie Layshun on TV?
I mean, they allowed Sharon Needles.
Sharon Needles. Yeah.
That was logo though.
Oh, they did change. What was it? Crystal Method. No,
No,
it's
she
just
went by Crystal Method the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
that'd be an issue.
Jackie.
And that's back when it was on VH1, right? use your nails like chopsticks.
Are you
Can you?
But like get close to the mic, please.
There's just like one like pinpoint in which is like rotating on. Poking me out. That's good. Okay, we're done with this. We're taking a break.
Wait, hold on, just.
Welcome back. I'm here with Jackie Layshun still, unfortunately. And now we're going to talk about pageants because one just happened and we're going to recap it. But first I want to get your thoughts on like what's your relationship to competing in drag? I mean, we talk about auditioning for Drag Race, but like pageants, you won a cycle of digital turbo pageant.
Right.
Which I think was like digital turbo pageant was like a really big deal for Bay Area drag. I think it was like one of the biggest deals. Maybe just because my family was obsessed with like competing in it, but I was also like obsessed with like watching it because we get to like see such good, hearty, try hard drag.
Right. Well, I mean, it was also during the time when there wasn't any in-person drag, so it was exciting to watch and like see the creative minds that you know are at play there. I'm a very competitive person by nature.
Yeah.
In and out of drag, I love competing.
Yeah.
I also don't like losing.
No.
But I've only done a few competitions in drag. I've done Turbo Pageant, which I won. I did Let the Games Begin at Midnight Sun, hosted by Africa America.
Oh, how'd that go? Oh, yeah.
I lost to Margot.
Okay.
And I was so sure I was going to win, and then they read out the name, and I was just
interesting.
like, fuck.
Margot also won a digital turbo pageant.
That's right. She's just winning.
Mm-hmm.
I blame it on me being a person of color. I would have won Turbo Pageant. I would have won Let the Games Begin if it weren't for that.
How did Let the Games Begin? I'd never gone, but how do you compete in it? Like,
so each week there is a runway, a solo performance, and a lip sync for your life.
Each week, so it happened over the course of how many weeks?
5 weeks. So the first week is all 4 competitors.
That's too much. I'm so sorry.
No, wait.
5 weeks?
4 weeks. Because the first week was all 4 competitors, so it's just 4 of us. Because we were the seasoned performers. Okay. So all 4 of us competed. The second week was just 2 of us. The third week was the other 2. And the last week was all 4 again.
Okay.
So there's 4 weeks in a row you have to be there on a Wednesday night, I want to say, at like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Definitely hard to do with work.
Yeah.
But that's I don't know what else to say about that. That's kind of what it was.
Who judged the pageant? Who said Margot is better than Jackie Layshun?
So this is based off of scores from all 4 weeks. But we had BB Sweetbriar, we had Amora Tees as one of the judges, Nitrix Oxide, Africa America. We had a couple guest judges from out of town. I don't remember their names. It's been over a year since this pageant.
Sounds like people cheated.
It sounds like there was some bias.
There's some bias.
No, I'm just kidding. Margot won, and I'm not like that's so old. I'm not even worried about it anymore.
Okay, good.
And the other thing that I competed in was a sofa race.
Oh, okay.
That I blocked Ida from doing.
And Did you win?
I ended up winning.
Oh, okay. Well,
it was just $100 cash prize. So,
oh, wow.
But I spent that pretty much on my
Drinks.
my
afterwards.
pushers.
Oh, your
No,
pushers.
my pushers costumes because I got them morph suits for like
Oh,
all
cute.
black.
Were you Queen Rita?
No,
No.
I was like a devil, so I had like my
okay,
Wigs X wig with the horns, and I had like a red blazer on, and I had a hairspray with a lighter, so I was like
okay. Oh wow, that's
blasting
cool.
fire while we were like getting pushed down the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So-
Only things you can do outside. Wait,
Yeah.
so what did you call it? A Morphex costume? What?
A morph suit.
Morph suit. Okay, I was thinking like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, that's why. And then you have like this like wig on, so I just like immediately thought like, oh, of course you're Rita Repulsa.
Oh, that's what you were going for. Okay, yeah, no, that's not
okay,
what we were
that's
doing.
okay. They wouldn't even be pushing her down the street anyway. They would be fighting her. Okay, enough about your stupid little competitions. Let's talk about a real important one.
Okay.
Okay, the High Princess pageant. Were you there?
I was there both weekends.
You were there both weekends.
Right.
Overall impression.
I was so inspired. Everyone did so good. There was no one that did poorly at all. Like I screamed for every single performer. There were some that were a little bit more, I think, thought out than others were, and things were a little bit more impressive than others were. But overall, it was a great competition.
Great. Yeah, no need for negativity. We don't need to talk about that. Just tell me your favorites. Like, who stood out to you? What did you come home thinking about?
So, forgive me because I don't remember all the names.
Yep.
The first night, the lip sync battles, Don't Rain on My Parade,
yeah,
which I think was Shiksa and Paige Turner. That fucking lip sync. I have nothing.
It was great.
It was great. That was it.
Perfect.
That's it.
Yeah.
I was
what I signed up
to the
for.
floor the entire time. I would have blown both of them. I would have eaten both their asses. I would have done whatever they wanted me to do.
Fully, easily.
Like even before
both
washing.
Both all butts. At once. Just going back and forth.
Every butt everywhere all at once. Those were amazing. Rosalia, the talent with the elote cart. I was like,
I mean, she placed. I think because like that talent was that good, and like, girl, get your flowers. That was so good.
Right. Kai Kai B. Michael's runway. That fucking B runway with the caged thorax on the back of it.
Oh my god.
The stoned honeycomb.
Angel stoned it. You
stoned it? Bitch. Wait, is she part of your house?
Kai Kai?
Yeah.
No, it's like house adjacent. You know, Kai Kai has her own, hive. But we host Cake Hole together, and we share a daughter, a child, translucent. So I mean, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's my impressions. I was very impressed with Alpha's talent as well. I thought that was really well thought out. I think she has these amazing concepts that she comes through with. The lip sync against what are the names? Willpower and Mercury Divine. That was so good too. Literally everything. Those are the ones that really stood out to me.
Yeah. I mean, since you bring up Willpower, I thought Willpower's talent was also just like so fucking good.
That's the spiderweb pussy one.
The spiderweb pussy. What's Spinneret? Is that what it's called? Doesn't it have like a nastier name than a Spinneret? Isn't it?
Wait, like that's the
Cloaca?
name?
No, I don't know.
No, that's for a bird's
that's for
vagina.
It, yeah.
Well, not vagina. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, the
just
bird's hole. The bird hole. Bird box, bird hole. Yeah, I thought his entire thing was like really fucking good. The look as well. Yeah, right. I mean, like so many talents, 10s across the board. I tweeted that. So I mean, like, I'm hurting myself. Girl. Yeah, I'll give myself credit. No, but I mean, my favorite was Alpha Andromeda's. I just thought, like, I guess I'm biased. My favorite was like something that I wish I had thought of. You know, like it was really good.
Wait, which part? The entire thing?
Like, the entire thing, like just all the tableaus. I think, there's this saying in like filmmaking, like every frame of painting, like every single shot that you want to, stand on its own and be as beautiful as it can be compositionally, in service of the narrative and the story. And I feel like Alpha Andromeda's number did that. Like if you took a snapshot of every single moment, like it was in service of like an overall vision. It was art. So I love that. I loved it a lot.
Is every frame of this going to be art?
This is art. We're looking at ourselves right now. Is it art? I mean, after we crop these legs out, it's gonna be art, baby.
Hold on, let me put these. There we go.
There you
Look
go.
Look at these legs, honey.
Hairy like a bee.
I mean, I don't mind being hairy. I am a hairy queen. I don't shave my chest.
Good.
I shave my chin, unlike some girls out there.
Sally.
She shaves now.
Sally Lewell. I know she does. Wow, it's not coming for our shaved gigs. That's our thing.
But yeah, no, otherwise the entire thing, I was just so impressed, and I'm inspired to try and compete next year.
I was gonna say, are you gonna try to compete?
I'm gonna apply. I don't know if I'm gonna.
Did you watch year one, cycle one of High Prince X Pageant?
I was there for the second weekend, so I saw your talent.
Did anybody this year beat my talent from last year? That's a no. Okay, thank you. Oh my god.
I'll just say no comment.
Who beat me? You can whisper it in my ear. Don't say it into the mic. Okay, maybe they did.
Okay.
Maybe they did. They didn't. But no. I think he definitely should apply to compete.
I mean, I think I need to be booked for Princess first, right?
No,
you don't have to. Okay.
I don't think so.
I mean, I would like to do Princess first, just so I have like a feel of like the venue and the stage.
Well,
and all that.
Once Tito starts watching my show, then he'll know that you want to do it. But I don't know if he's watching it yet.
Well, we just gotta start tagging. Tag him. Everyone at home, tag Tito
tag
Soto.
Tito. Jackie wants to
DM him.
What night would you do? A princess theme.
Oh Lord.
Lord.
Green
night?
You know, if they did a pink. Like this, like
no.
What do you mean no?
Pink?
I love Pink.
Oh my god, what Pink song would you do?
I have a really good mix.
Wait, what's the Glee one?
Well, what they should do is like a Pepsi Gladiator commercial.
Pepsi. Oh yeah.
So Beyonce, Britney, and Pink.
Christina.
Wait, was it Christina? No, it was Britney.
It's Britney. No, there's no Christina in there. Pink looked like Christina.
Rihanna?
Yeah.
Rihanna.
Rihanna. No. More focus. No. Pink Night sounds perfect. That's more than enough numbers.
It's like
for
it's
one
for
night.
me. It's like a little bit punk, but still pop, and like she's kind of like
Is
that more
it
like
punk?
not. It's more punk than like
I don't mean to
Christina
laugh.
or Britney or whatnot.
Yeah. But what Pink song would you do?
You know, I already have a really good mix to Raise Your Glass by Pink.
Okay, that's the Glee one I was talking about. For
Like,
all you freaks, you raise your... I don't know what the lyrics are. What is it? They do it on Glee.
Yeah, they do a lot of songs on Glee.
Okay. That's true.
I don't do the Glee version, though.
Oh my god, there should be a Glee night where you only do Glee covers. I would... Tito, I would do that night. A Glee night.
Would you really?
I would.
Which song would you do? Which of the Gleeks would you do? One of the dead singers or like?
None of the dead ones, because those are all boys. I would do.
Are you not you like leaving out Naya Rivera?
Oh my god! I would do a Naya.
She's looking down at us right now.
Oh
and she's
no!
Frowning on you.
I was thinking of the other ones. Oh my god, so many have died. Oh no, that's so sad. Oh, why'd you bring her up?
Because you forgot about her.
I did. Well, she was
alive
in my. She was alive in my heart. I wasn't even like thinking of her as like
the Naya Rivera erasure.
No,
y'all saw
Naya,
it here first.
No, oh my god, her version. So I would do like Leah Michelle into Naya Rivera's version of "Don't Rain on My Parade" because that was cunt. She came into that audition. It's like, actually, I'm gonna be on Broadway.
Mm-hmm. And wasn't this literally right after Leah Michelle, Rachel Berry in the show, like just flopped her audition?
Yeah.
And then Santana comes in and just fucking owns it, and I'm like, okay, girl.
Yeah.
But enough about Glee.
Okay, Glee. Pink Night or Glee Night, book us, please.
Right.
Yeah. Are there any other nights that you would do?
What am I listening to right now? I don't even know. I feel like I can't do like a Lizzo night. I feel like I don't have enough.
No,
I don't have enough melanin for that.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even know Spanish.
Lizzo's not a...
No, but I mean, like, it's just in terms of your melanin cred. I was just like, yeah, never mind.
I mean, there's a lot of people that...
I don't know what
You know, people in Spain are pretty white and they speak Spanish.
That's true. Okay.
I can't think of anything right now. What do you think that I should do? What would you think that Jackie?
I think you should do a hellhole. You know, do whatever you want, but like I think you do spooky really good. Hellhole is their is how they branded their Halloween nights.
Oh, bitch! I would kill to do Hellhole.
You should do it. Well, I mean, like.
I mean, if they let me.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Fingers crossed. I'll go down on whoever I need to go down on.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, you're so creative and talented. You could do any night, honestly.
I appreciate that. You saying something nice
I
about
know.
me?
No, I wanna just, like, this is gonna be a heartfelt moment. All of the people I invited onto this show, I mean, like, I don't do this show to recap RuPaul's Drag Race. That's like a hook for, like, I don't know, some random viewer. But, like, I do this to, like, hang out with, like, Bay Area performers that I just, like, cherish from afar and don't get to, like, sit down and talk drag with. And, like, I think you're so creative. Like, you beat the hell out of Eris during that digital turbo pageant. Okay?
Not just Eris. Everybody. That's in that pageant.
Everybody. Like, all of your videos were so good. The one where you're on psychedelics, like...
Girl.
Like, that... Like, everything was good, and the last video you put forward was just, like, really beautiful. So it's just like, you deserve to be on the princess stage. You're great. If you were my daughter, I would never abort you. I would never do that.
Oh my god.
Are you asking me to be in the House of Cakes?
No. Definitely not.
Girl, I could be the cream filling.
The cream... Oh. Ew. Jack, no.
Layshun Cakes.
Layshun Cakes. No. Okay, well, we'll talk about how... Yeah.
I don't want to be in a house. For the record,
Orphan Jackie is, like, a good mononym.
I literally just... I'm having merch made right now. Of little Orphan Jackie.
Oh, great.
Have you've seen the photo?
I have. It's great. It's good.
We'll show you all later.
Yeah.
You actually just follow me on Twitter. You'll see it there.
Yeah.
No, I was an established drag queen before I joined the House of Woo, and I will continue to be an established drag queen outside of the House of Woo. That's it. I don't need a house to have a sisterhood, because I feel like the community is my sisterhood, brotherhood for the kings, and siblinghood for all
hood,
the
just hood
with all the envies out there.
The drag community is my hood. So
there you go.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks.
Thank you for doing this. I'm gonna have you again. I promise.
Okay.
Yeah, once we get sponsors, then you can come back. Okay.
Okay, are we done officially?
Officially. And is there more you want to say? We don't need to keep doing this. I really need to pee again. Actually, tell people to like, subscribe.
Oh my gosh! Right now, like this video, subscribe to In My Crumble Opinion. Who the fuck just came in the door? Follow Sally Lamone and hashtag ForeskinGate. And should we end the video by me flashing a nut at the camera? Can you guys blur that?
We'll blur it out. Flash the nut.
Okay, literally, I'll just hold on. Let me make sure just a nut and not like my dick.
We gotta blur it.
There we go. Okay, can you see it? There we go. There we go.
Thank you. Demonetized.
Good night.
You gotta, if you stay demonetized, you don't have to get demonetized.
That's exactly right.